Michelle from the Flying Purple Apron. Welcome to another episode. My next show is not scheduled until mid-September, so I figured why not show something from my own kitchen. So I came up with this recipe for a baking competition. It's a coconut mango sticky rice pudding tart. Okay, so we have flours here, we have salt and coconut flake, iced water, chilled cubed butter, and all the details of the ingredients will be on the website. And let's get started. You can put all those ingredients in a food processor if you have one. I'm going to show this for people who don't really have a food processor. So we have this flours here, and we got salt. You just mix it. I have this little nice dough cutter. Mix it up a little bit. And you put the coconut flakes right in here. Okay? A little bit more water. Okay, clean this cutter. There we go. Alright, and you put it on a board, doesn't have to be a big one, and start putting them together a little bit more. Okay, so I had some technical difficulty with my camera, so now I'm recording on my cell phone. So I actually cut the dough in half because I'm making a smaller tart today, and I'm just kneading it. It's a little bit too wet, so I'm adding a little bit more flour. Okay, I think it's big enough. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe a little bit bigger on the side. Okay, so now what you do, since it's rolled out and heavy, you roll it back onto the rolling pin, bring the tart pan towards you, and roll it back into the pan. There we go. This is what it looks like. But not done yet, you have to flatten it out. But you get the idea. It covers the pan. Okay, so now you gently pat it down so it fits the pan. Okay, so Doesn't have to be nice, so you kind of fold it back, so create the top of the tart a little bit thicker than the rest of the the tart shell. Just a tiny bit. And don't worry if it doesn't look great. Once it's baked and filled, it will look just fine. Already? So the next step, what you want to do is use the fork, because when you bake the pie, and if you don't fork it, it's gonna blow up because of the heat that's gonna trap in there. So what you want to do, don't know if you can see it clearly, but let me finish forking it first. And also, you can do is buy some pie weights, or if you don't have pie weights, if you have dried beans at home, you can use them when you bake. But I like to do both. I like to fork them. So just randomly poke some holes in the pie, and don't worry, it's not gonna leak. Whatever you're gonna put in here, it's not going to leak. Okay? Alright, so see that? There we go. Yeah. So now what we're gonna do is put in the fridge for about an hour. So let the melted butter freeze up a little bit more. And also it prevents your pie crust from being shrinking. I learned that the hard way. When I first started making pie crust, every time I bake it, it would shrink to half size, and I was just frustrated. So finally one day I learned that you need to chill it, okay? So it goes to the fridge, right to the oven. So leave in the fridge for about an hour, and I'll be back. Okay, hi everyone, back. So the tart shell is ready, and I put pie weights in there. What you do is you cut a piece of parchment paper, round shape, layer the bottom, and put your pie weights in there. You can use dry beans as well, as mentioned before. And another trick I learned is that I have a set of tart pans, and the bottom lifts up. Okay, so this is the next size up. I take the bottom off, flip this over, and put it on top. What this does is, when it's baking, this part heats up as well as the rest of the part of this pan here. So the top will cook nicely, has a golden brown looking, and it's going to be really flaky and crispy nice. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the oven. I'll be right back. Okay everyone, I have the pie crust baked halfway. Alright, so I'm taking out the pie weights, and when you do that, be very careful because the pie weights get really hot. So this is only halfway through. What we're gonna do right now is to brush it with some egg wash. So then bake a little bit more. You'll give it a very nice golden brown look. Okay, we're good. And then I'm gonna put this back on here and back in the oven for another 15 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alrighty everyone, the tart crust is ready, and it's nice and golden, as you can see.